and they can be very fickle, and that's just the way the world is right now. I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody. It's just the way it is. So as men, we need to be aware of these things and realize that, like, so that feeling of being in love, it's not wrong to want that. That is a beautiful feeling, and we all deserve to have that feeling. Now, when you go on SR, instead of being in love with women, which is very temporary and fleeting, you'll find yourself falling in love with God. That's what's happening to me. Because you're developing a relationship with God. It's like you're dating God on a level, because every day y'all are hanging out, you're talking, you have this back and forth with each other. You go to God in prayer. You ask him for guidance. You thank him for things that are going well. You even thank him for things that are not going well, if you have enough wisdom, because you realize those are actually things that are going to serve you in the long run. They're going to make you stronger. So you get to this point where, everything that's happening, you're like, God, I see you, I thank you, I appreciate you. And when that becomes your relationship to God, it gets reciprocal, and God sees you and God thanks you and God appreciates you very much, and he has his ways of showing you that. And as that relationship starts to unfold, you find yourself falling in love with your Creator. And then you get to be in love in a way that's not fleeting, because your Creator will never betray you. You can betray your Creator, though. Any day of the week you can betray your Creator. He will never betray you, though. If you betray him enough, he'll leave you alone. He'll step out your zone, and he'll let you fall flat on your face, and he'll even let demons come and start attacking you and making your life harder. But that's a way of God loving you, because if he didn't let you fall down and get hurt, how are you going to learn? How are you going to get stronger? How are you going to have the experience of like triumph and joy, self-respect, self-esteem? God allows us to cultivate those things through these difficult experiences that he allows us to have. So you start to develop this relationship with God, and you just start to love everything he's doing, even when you don't like it. You don't have to like it, but you love it. You love him, and you appreciate what he's doing for you, because you start to become conscious of this. In order to get to that point, though, you guys, you have to stop chasing humans, and this even applies to, like, if you're just, not necessarily women, could be like you're just obsessed with getting validation from other men in certain ways, or from your employer, or from any worldly temporal situation. You rest your satisfaction on that, you are doomed to disappointment. The only thing that's never really going to disappoint you is God. And so that's the most worthy relationship that you could ever pursue in your whole life, right? Why not pursue a relationship with that which will never betray you, will never lie to you, will never confuse you, and will never mislead you, right? I know some people struggle with this, they struggle with faith. But faith without works is dead, right? So I heard this analogy. It's like trying to describe the flavor of a banana to somebody that's never tasted a banana. You have to taste it. So it's like you have to taste the action of living a righteous life, which means putting down sinful behavior. You have to actually do it. You have to walk the walk. You can't just read spiritual stuff. You can't just say spiritual things. You've got to be actively engaged in this. And that's what grows this relationship with God. That's how you do this. And it's really empowering, because when you're in love with God, it's another thing. Last thing I'll say. We all know this effect, right? You guys, if you've ever been in a relationship when it's going well, you notice how other women are more attracted to you now. Now that you're settled down with somebody, all these other women start giving you the eye, right? Because they can sense your level of calm. You're satisfied. You're chilling. You're content. You're not like doing that thing where you're looking around, and you're vibing because you're in love. So you're vibing, and people they like that energy, right? So people are attracted to that. Well, be in love with God, and the same kind of thing happens. People feel that energy. That's a good energy. They want to be around that. And so, but it's better. It's better because God's not going to leave you. If you're in love with that woman, who knows? Next thing you know, you find out she's been lying to you. I've been through this more times than I care to admit. And it hurts. It's so painful. oh, I don't ever want to have to go through that again. But if I did, I could deal with it way, way better. Why? Because God. Because God. That's my primary relationship in life. And that's how it's supposed to be. I always had it twisted up. I finally got things in the right order. So things are starting to kind of repair themselves in my life, you know. I just have to cooperate. Just do some footwork. Just cooperate with this ongoing healing process under the guidance of the Most High God. So this is possible for anybody. That's why I make these videos, all right? So this one's gone a little long. Had a lot to say. Been fired up lately. Peace and love, you guys.